You know, I didn't even think about that. Didn't even think about that.
She's literally pointing at his crotch, or she's telling us how big his crotch is, and she's like, "It's this big."
Do you know when I look at this picture?
Yes.
Top Dollar looks like the real champion in this picture. Look at it.
He does. Yeah, he does. He looks like the real boss, and he's letting his underlings hold the title for a change. He does look like he's holding it up.
Whilst Adonis looks like he's just had his appointment at the beauty salon.
You think that's what he looks like? He looks like he just... Not only did he have his appointment at the salon, which was probably his auntie's house, he just smoked a blunt and is high out of his mind. Fucking stared at like, what? You the champion? You said it like 3 times, nigga. Damn. Come on. Ashanti's high. Okay, yep.
This
Please,
wasn't going to
Joe,
be the
please.
thumbnail. I just like this image.
Yeah, please, Joe, please. No. Dang.
I like this image the best. I like this image the best.
Just another victim in the parking lot. That's what that looks like.
No, because Samoa Joe looks like a very disappointed father in this picture.
Like his son just lost a fight in the back of the school.
And then I've got this image. Tell me,
Yep.
Do you think Malcolm Bivens was photoshopped into this image? Because he doesn't look real, even though this is a real photo.
Manny, this is the second time he's looked like he's just been added on in the background of this group. He never stands near them.
He's practicing social distancing, but come on.
This is their success, not mine. I have nothing to do with the diamond mine, because this isn't going to work.
Oh.
What was the actual thumbnail?
This.
Oh, okay. Yep, the crotch.
Yeah, there was nothing on Dynamite that really presented itself. Not that I was going to use anything, as we have boycotted any Dynamite image.
Wait, you couldn't use... I'm trying to think of stuff that happened on Dynamite. There was nothing you couldn't use on Dynamite image-wise. You're right.
No, there's nothing.
There wasn't really anything visual. Oh, you could have used the mustaches with the Elite.
No, I have things to say about that, but we'll get onto that when we start the show.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe. Ow, ow, ow!
Check out Marcus here, man. He should. I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous. More cross pointing. Oh, is he going or is he not?
Part 2 coming
Keith
soon.
Levert. Keith Levert.
Welcome everyone to a returning episode once again of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I'm of course Lord Manny Hayes, and I'm once again joined by
Marcus the Great Finale. That was how my emotions were last night during the Clippers game. Highest of highs! And slowly crashing into despair.
Oh, mine. So me watching the England game on Tuesday was the reverse options.
You have a bunch of doubt? These boys ain't any good. These lads suck.
Yes. So history has proved in knockout competition, England may beat good teams in the group stages of the tournament, but since 1966, when they last won a trophy, they have not beaten any decent team in the knockout stages. They have beaten teams in the knockout stages, but no one of like world class caliber. So them beating Germany was a big deal on Tuesday. But I was like, this is not going to happen. You know how I knew it was going to be happen? I put money on Germany to win. I lost £20.
So, Manny, here's a question that came to my attention. I believe when you watch these games, you are, I'm going to use the correct term, heavily inebriated, right? Or inebriated at the point.
No, towards the end, maybe. Towards the end, you could say I'm heavily inebriated.
Okay. So, the question is, have you ever watched the game and then got super inebriated and then don't remember the results of that game the next morning?
No.
Just checking. Because I always wondered, like, someone who went too hard and then they're like, they came out like, oh, what the hell? What, who won the game? Who won the game? England won. It was all it was all for something.
Okay, so we're back.
Sure
We obviously missed Tuesday's show. Did you watch Raw?
Yes, because I don't stop watching Raw. Unlike some people on this show and on other shows on this channel. I'm just saying I am committed. In fact, I saw nothing. And I said, no, I watched it all. I watched the show. It was a good show, solid show. It was the Matt Riddle show, basically.
If you pick 3 things of importance that happened on that show, and then we'll move on to NXT.
Okay, 3 things on that show. Matt Riddle taking Randy's spot to try to get into the Money in the Bank, his last chance thing. All that working. Even a note that he wrote which said aloha from Randy, which made me laugh. And him going by Randy Orton. All good.
I saw the note. The note looked like it was written by a 5-year-old.
Yeah, it was written by a 5-year-old in crayon. And I wouldn't be shocked if like one of Matt Riddle's kids or somebody's kids wrote that.
I feel like behind that letter was the Santa letter.
I feel the Kofi, MVP, Bobby Lashley story. Bobby wasn't on the show, but all that stuff. Good television. And the third thing, let me think. More with the Riddle stuff, but the main event was really good. The triple threat with Riddle, McIntyre, and I don't know why I'm blanking, and AJ Styles was really good.
Were you happy with the result, with McIntyre being in the Money in the Bank and potentially winning again and getting back in that title picture?
I was happy that he's in the Money in the Bank and he's still away from the title, because even if he gets the briefcase, he can't cash it in because Bobby's the champion.
Is that the rule?
Yeah, that was the stipulation. You cannot challenge Bobby Lashley for that title anymore. But even though the Money in the Bank says you can cash in at any time, but they made the stipulation that he can never fight Bobby Lashley again for that title.
Okay.
I held it still. So it's an interesting twist. I don't think he's winning now. For some reason, I believe Ricochet is winning because Ricochet and John Morrison had a really solid match. Like, all the matches were good on Raw, and I think universally. Even the strap match with Elias and Riker. But
which could have easily gone in the wrong direction as well.
Yes.
I'm surprised you found that entertaining.
I did. It was solid. You know, it wasn't. I don't know. It was what it was, and it was better than expectations. Also, Ricochet jumping into the crowd while Morrison sitting up on the thing was like, oh wow, it's nice. It's probably the last big stunt we get where they can show nothing off the padding off camera that they land on. But it was something that, it was nice. It was nice looking. But
okay, so
Raw actually delivered this time, and you guys missed it. No one watched it.
Well, I could have watched it, but
you don't have to.
I got drunk watching England.
Yeah, don't put yourself through Raw. You don't have to.
Okay, let's move into something a little bit more happy. NXT on Tuesday. Another great show from NXT. It kicked off with Io Shirai, Zoe Stark, the rising Zoe Stark, versus Shotzi Blackheart, Ember Moon, versus Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai. I enjoyed this despite the commercial break.
I enjoyed the hell out of this match. I was shocked how good it was.
Yeah.
And not like this was I expected, oh, it's gonna be trash or it's gonna be a bad match. No, it exceeded the expectations of it's probably gonna be a good match that I've already had. Like I was like, oh, this really over delivered. Like I feel like everybody hit like good spots and it had this energy to it and it seemed like it must win and I was happy. I wasn't upset about who Io and Zoe winning because it was like, you know what? It's someone they can beat. That
Do you know what?
Indy and Candice can beat.
Do you know what about this match I also enjoyed? Is I hate it when it happens all the time. Do you know when the match just goes out of control and everyone's landing finishes and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Like no tags are happening, finishes are happening all over the place, finisher galore.
Yeah.
This happened, I didn't even care.
Yeah, it was fat. It was just do. Like it was just well, like I was like, oh, Eclipse or whatever, and you know, big boot, and oh, what's this?
Yeah.
Oh, and it was just like bang, 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 finish. Doom. Oh, like it just hits you, and it's like that was just a good match. It was so good. And I'm like, is this a match of the year candidate for no reason? Just happening randomly on a Tuesday night? I don't know why I was so into this match because going into it, it wasn't that emotion of I need to see this. This is much more
it wasn't a must-see match in the least. But when it comes out and surprises you, it's like, damn.
Damn, they hit me with this. Wow, ladies.
So, I need to ask you the question.
Yes.
Zoe Stark continues to rise. There's clearly big plans for this girl on NXT. And I think the division is about to get shaken up with allegedly reports of Mr. McMahon, Mr. Vince McMahon, visiting the Performance Center looking for people.
Can I pause right there? Favorite story ever. I have all these people employed under my brand. And you know what? I let Triple H do whatever he wants. But you know what? I'm actually going to pay it a visit. What does he have there? I like that he looked at Bronson Reed and Karrion Kross on not Dark, but Main Event, and was like, he had these guys down there? What else is down there? Like,
you know what the problem about that is? Vince McMahon clearly doesn't watch NXT.
Yes.
Like, all he had to do was turn on NXT and then see this happening. Vince McMahon clearly takes a day off on Tuesday.
I kind of want him to, like, one day, just be like, guys, I've done this. Alright, this is great. Everything you're doing down here is great. How long has this been going on? Alright. What? There's another one? Yes, NXT UK. I'm going to UK. I'm going to see. And he likes to see the Walter match.
You know what I want to see after that? You know what I want to see after that? He comes back to, like, the writer's room. And then, like, he's got 12 legal pads. Just like, I've got all this information here, people. I was like, Vince, there's computers. I've got all this information.
All right, next week, new wrestler. He's going to be the next sensation. This young kid, his name's Walter. It's going to debut. And he's going to challenge Bobby Lashley for the title at SummerSlam. But our other plans, scrap all the other plans. Have you seen this guy? Vince, he's been in the company for years. No.
And I was like, I've got a gimmick for Bronson Reed. Dancing dinosaur. You did that already, Vince. His name was Brodus Clay. No, that didn't happen.
Never happened. Don't remember. We have that song. We still got that song, huh? What song, Vince? Somebody call your mama. We can use it again.
Oh, I love
three
that
different
song.
wrestlers. We use it for the third time.
No, it'd be four times.
It'd be four because you got Ernest the Cat Miller, Xavier Woods and Brodus Clay. Oh, yep, and then Bronson Reed. Jesus Christ. That has to come back. I think every 10 years that song comes back.
The thing is, I love it every time it does come back.
Yes. The theme song that has been used before. That has to be the most ever, right? A theme song's been used by multiple talents ever?
Unless you count like the default music they used to use for the women back in the day, where like they just get recycled for everyone, and no one would notice because no one used to care about their matches.
Yeah. I think someone used Tori Wilson's tie at least 80 times. At least 80 times.
So
is that Tori's music or is that Maria's? Same person.
So speaking of Bronson Reed, he gets bullied into a title shot by Swerve and Hit Row. And Swerve should thank Top Dollar because he led that negotiation. Swerve was getting nowhere.
No. Swerve's like a bad negotiator. Always, he negotiates poorly and wrong. Like he goes, "All right, man, how much is it gonna cost me to get into this place? I give you $1,000." And the guy's like, "All right, how about $1,200?" And Swerve was like, "I give you $4,000. What?
Yeah, and then Top Dollar comes in. It costs $20 to get in here.
Yeah, like what the fuck are you talking about? It still has an open challenge this week. What are we doing? What are you doing? So he does weasel himself in there into an undisclosed title match. Sorry for me, I was spoiled throughout the week of what this is happening, but I did not know this was happening at all. I was going like,
I didn't think a title match was happening. But I knew somewhere down the line that he was going to have to drop that title. We'll get onto the match later and we'll discuss that afterwards. But so the next segment was Karrion Kross coming out dressed confused. Not that he's bi-curious or anything. But he was just dressed like a bouncer, but opened up his promo like a businessman. While Scarlett was dressed for dinner.
Yeah. They
or
really
the
need
opera.
to sync up their part. Yeah, I don't know. See, this is something I believe the main roster will get right. Because I think they have free will on what they want to wear in NXT. Just maybe a little bit. I feel like Vince would be like, "The fuck are you wearing? That's not your gimmick." Get your leather jacket on, your leather pants, and shut up. And your assless chaps and get out there. You're a cowboy now.
So he tells Gargano touche for returning the favor, as Gargano attacked him prior to this. But unfortunately for him, he is willing to die by the sword he lives by, and is curious if Gargano is. Gargano then comes out and says he might not have a sword, but what he does have is actual talent. Oh!
Burn! Second degree burns right there.
Which led to the first failed sneak attack tonight, where Johnny only gets the upper hand when security gets involved, allowing him to get a super kick in. Which is when they should have left.
Yes, you should
Never come back.
Like, we did it. We got our heat off of them. We did it. We're evil bad guys. We did it. Ha 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 ha. But nope. One more. They did one more again. But this time in a parking lot.
Yep. So we get.
I don't know if you want to go to the parking lot or not, or where we going.
So we get to the Diamond Mine, the first of tonight's squash matches. Asher Hill versus Roderick Strong. Week 1 of 8 for me. Not impressed.
No.
But the feud, if they get a proper feud, they may be good. Unlike Retribution, which was almost dead on arrival.
The thing is, this group has going for is one, Roderick Strong's a hell of a wrestler.
And 2, Bivens is a hell of a mouthpiece.
Yes.
If given the time, but they're not giving him the time.
Yeah, but I don't see what makes Diamond Mine different from anything else Roderick Strong has done. Like, I wish there was something that separated him from... Like, this is the new Roderick Strong. He's maybe vicious or something, or he bites necks now, or he cheats or something. It was just like, nope, he's just Roderick Strong in a match here. I didn't really get that he was different. Or
well, the other thing for me... The other thing for me is I've seen what Russ can do. I've seen what Roderick Strong can do. The only bit of the lore I've got is, what has this Asian man got? Like, I know nothing about him, and he's got to be good to be rolling with these idiots.
Yeah. Hold on, man. He has this.
I can't even do
Arms
it properly.
folded.
Your arms are bigger than mine. I can't do it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I will. Nope. Sorry. You have such tiny arms. Put some meat on those arms, Manny. Put some meat on those arms. But yeah, he's just he's the enigma of the group. Curious what he's gonna break out and do on his own. I'm sure maybe you save that for later though. Like, oh shit, he killed somebody.
Maybe.
Cause he might be the make or break of this group.
I can't have another boa.
Boa gets in the ring later. What did you think of him?
Trash.
Not that big of a man once he saw him in the ring.
And only. Do you know what? I got reminded that he was in that breakout tournament this week, and do you know what? He's the only one out of all of them they listed, other than HEH, who struck out.
Yeah. Won the thing. He had the nerve to win the thing,
and then struck out. And then we got and then we got Boa, who hasn't broken out whatsoever.
You know, Boa is still there, kind of just breaking in. Allegedly, like he's just kind of been hanging around. So in this match, Mercedes Martinez. I don't even know if we're in this here yet. I think I skipped Cameron.
Yeah, no, we'll do it. We'll get back to Cameron Grimes and Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole.
Yeah. But yeah, Mercedes Martinez dead.
Yeah,
that's an excellent picture right there. That is death.
Yeah, so apparently, the word was from Fightful that Mercedes Martinez was taken to hospital directly after that. It definitely looked like a KO, and the referee handled it perfectly. They did the pinfall, but she looked KO'd. She did not look there when you saw the pinfall, and then the referee and then the camera work just shifted it aside, and then you didn't see her, which was the best way to handle it.
They handled it really well. That they couldn't count to 3 because the shoulder was up. They declared it was a KO. They cut away and, went to the rest of the show. But, yeah, it was like, oh, when it happened, it goes, oh. You see the blood in their mouth. I don't know what went wrong, but I hope Mercedes Martinez is okay. Because that was a vicious kick. But on the positive side, Xia Li looks like a monster.
She is. But everyone else in that match isn't. Boa isn't. Jake Atlas has no personality. He has nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
He has nothing. It's like he's embodied Lance Storm.
No, Lance Storm, even with Lance Storm's little non-existent personality, at least it was highlighted, and he played that very well. Jake Atlas has nothing. He gave us nothing. Like, yeah, he could probably do a little bit in the ring, but it's nothing. It's nothing compared to what these kids do today.
So we get Cameron Grimes versus Ari Sterling. It's just a squash match, but I think we're getting Asher Hill and possibly Ari Sterling in that breakout tournament coming up.
Probably so.
This nothing really to talk about other than LA Knight had a little back and forth here between him and Grimes. Grimes challenges him for the $1 million title, and then however LA Knight said no, unless he loses, he has to become his butler, which I think he's gonna lose, and then we get more skits, which will be great. Yeah.
That Cameron Grimes is the new Virgil, essentially. Yeah. And he's gonna put up in a little Virgil get up, and I'm 100% for that.
Is this do you think this is Triple H trying to rewrite history?
Get a Southern white man involved in this. Yeah. It could have been anybody. He didn't have to be black. I want him to change his name to Virgil too. Like that would be 100% for it. But do you think it's okay for them to do this since Miro just recently did this with Chucky T on AEW?
Yeah, but it wasn't done. The way they did it with Chucky T wasn't really that good, was it? It was
like a week or so. I felt like.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. I feel like they could do a lot. These two alone, because they've got, even though I don't feel like they've worked very long together, but they have some really good chemistry.
Yeah.
So like, just the skits alone, they could be good and they could be entertaining. So I think it'll probably be done better because I just don't feel like AEW were really going to invest time in that whole thing anyway.
Excuse me.
Because they didn't really like.
No. It's been like 2 weeks, and it just involved Orange Cassidy, I think, jumping out of a cake.
Yeah, but at that point, Miro was a joke. So yeah, and that whole thing was to make Orange Cassidy look good, and that was it.
Yeah, I still don't even understand what the point of all that was. It just seemed like they tried to find something to do once Trent went down or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then, I know no one watches this show but me and you. NXT UK did the same thing with Xia Brookside and who the fuck was the other? Who's he?
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember.
Yeah, what's her name? Oh my god.
Pink. She wears pink.
Yeah. God damn it. She's in pink, guys. She's in pink. She's with, what's that dude, too? Joseph Connors, right?
No, that's Ginny.
No, that's Jenny. Damn it. What is her name? What is her name? Fuck. She has the baggage. She brought the bags. I can't remember. I hate when I can't remember the name.
I'll find it in a second.
Anonymous woman.
At this moment in time, it probably is an anonymous woman.
I'm just gonna call her Isla Dawn because I know it's not her.
It's not Isla Dawn.
I know it's not. Nina Samuels. Nina Samuels. Yes.
Oh, did you hear the news of Suzuki moving over to the UK to be with Mako?
Yes. Manny.
I want it to happen. I'm not gonna get it. I want it to happen.
Fuck everything that's going on in the wrestling world. Time stops Suzuki Walter. I don't care when it happens. Suzuki Walter has to happen. If you're going to be in the UK and you're going to be banging Miko Satomura and you're going to be flirting near NXT UK around the time, on loan, if they can get Juicy Thunder Liger that one time, give us Walter Suzuki, and it's going to be the beginning of the partnership of WWE and New Japan and then John Cena Tanahashi.
I don't see why they couldn't do it. You could let some of the NXT UK guys go over there to work there.
Yeah. I can always see good things coming from this. If this is the beginning of, all right, we're going to do New Japan and NXT and WWE kind of talking this could be the beginning. Who knows? And maybe they save the surprise. If they give me this anytime, I'm watching it. I'm just saying. That was the news that I went,
I tell you, if I get this, I'm never reviewing a Karrion Kross match ever again.
I don't plan on ever doing that anyway. Man, I never planned on reviewing another character. Unless he's fighting Roman or John Cena or something like that, in which I was like, I have to see how he does in the ultimate, a big main event on a big pay-per-view with WWE's production and Vince McMahon's lights and his and the storytelling they can do with their non-wrestling knowledge creative staff. Maybe then. But no, I see no reason why we're... Like, I don't think at the Great American Bash... That's what they're fighting, right? The Bash, Gargano, and Kross.
I think he's losing as well.
I have no reason to say, hey, let's do a review of Kross and Gargano. Not happening,
I think it will
guys.
still be good, though, but I just don't want to review it.
Yeah.
Oh,
we talk way too much about Kross and his... He is who he is.
So, Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole.
Yep.
Adam Cole states that Kyle is obsessed with him, and he is nothing without him. Kyle puts Adam in a heel hook while Samoa Joe looks at him and then walks out the ring and then tells security to deal with it.
Yep. Just great. The image of Cole begging for his life as he's in that heel hook. And Samoa Joe just looking down like, I'm not saving you. For what? Why?
I love that Kyle is like, you gonna do something? Are you gonna do something? I don't think you are.
Yeah, I don't think you are. I'm gonna crank back on this motherfucker again.
So the next segment, it was
Can I pause you for 1 second though? And I know we're about to talk about the tag team thing, but the chaos in NXT is still running rampant even though Joe's here. He solved nothing, Manny. He solved nothing. This shit would have been happening if he wasn't standing here. I'm just saying, his job has done. Will Regal should feel even more discouraged now that Joe's here and the same shit is happening. Creepware still getting beat up in parking lots. Karrion Kross got his door slammed on him and then killed Johnny Gargano right after.
He's got to be provoked before he can intervene.
I'm just saying that Joe has not solved any of the chaos going on in the back. None.
A letdown segment for me for this show. Ciampa, Thatcher, MSK sit down.
I like this segment.
No, so I tell you why I didn't like it. Ciampa says the champs are underdogs going into this match. Toothless Timmy is hungry as he's never held NXT gold. MSK say nothing of importance. In fact, they came out weak in this segment. Other than you got to put respect on their names. Why? Why should I?
Yeah, because they slapped Ciampa, who no-sold the slap, which was my favorite no-sell of the year.
Which is also, you also cannot hold your titles up high like you're the champs, when the contenders absorb your punch like it was nothing, and then kiss you on the cheek like a foreign diplomat.
Yeah. I still enjoyed the segment. I thought, MSK is probably the best mic work they've done, which wasn't insane. It's not saying much. It's not saying much. It's, if on a scale of 1 to 10, it was probably a 3, maybe a 4, which is better than anything they probably got before then. But I liked where it was going and stuff. So I feel like if Vince McMahon were to come down to the Performance Center and view anybody in this match, maybe Toothless Timmy would be the only one he'd call up.
I'm going to call it now. Toothless Timmy is turning on Ciampa and rejoining with Imperium. Ooh. At the Great American Bash.
Wow. That's very un-American of him to do that.
Yeah. And he's going to put a blanket over Ciampa.
Put him to sleep. Put that old man to sleep. Grandpa Ciampa's going to sleep. It would be nice. I think that would be the appropriate story to go here. We haven't heard from Imperium in a few weeks, which I think is a good sign if this is the case, because it would be a shock that he joins up with them and becomes Imperium America. And then they feud with Diamond Mine, because they're the same gimmick now.
Yeah, the battle of who gets to wear the tracksuits.
Yeah. My tracksuit's better than yours. Why? It's blue. It has a diamond on it. That's it.
So Sarai in the back challenges Tony Storm. As you mentioned, Karrion Kross choked up Johnny Gargano in the parking lot after a failed out attack on Kross, number 2.
Can I tell you that was my most useless segment.
Which one? Sarai. Yeah, it was dry.
I challenge somebody. I go, "Who are you again? Why do I care?" I know who she is.
I forgot. Thing is, she hasn't appeared on TV for about 3 weeks, and I forgot she existed.
Yeah, she challenged Tony Storm. Tony Storm hasn't been on TV, I would say, about 5-6 weeks, maybe even longer than Sarai, maybe about the same time. But just saying Tony Storm's name was more relevant than Sarai walking up on the That's what it was to me. Oh, Tony Storm's coming back. That's what that meant to me.
Which is, I feel like there needs to be a shake-up, because I feel like people like Tony Storm and a few others on the scene on the come-up are not getting a fair shake because there's too many good women on that division.
Tony Storm needs to leave NXT and go to the main roster.
Nah, she'll be killed on the main roster.
She's life into that Raw division or SmackDown division where they don't have anybody, Manny. Bring her up. Bring her up.
They have nobody on both divisions.
If I were to go and purge through the NXT roster and say these people need to go to the main roster, it'd probably be Tony, Shotzi. I can't take Ember because she's already failed up there, and that's stink. I don't want that. And maybe I steal Raquel again.
Yeah, I think Raquel's going to go up, but I think he's going to give Triple H maybe to the end of summer before he takes Raquel.
Yeah. Like, come on, let me have her.
He can't take everyone. He can't take everyone from Triple H.
Have her in the fall. I want her in the fall, though. Damn it, she's gonna be on my Survivor Series team, Hunter. She's gonna be on my Survivor Series team against Team SmackDown.
So we get the main event, North American title match, Swerve Scott versus Bronson Reed. It was a good match, but it's not something I would say I would rewatch.
I thought it was really good. It's not probably rewatchable or like something that's like, oh, well, it wasn't must see. It wasn't that triple threat that started the show.
Yeah,
which was I
thought that was better. I thought that set the bar and just didn't meet it.
But Manny, I have a question for you. Since Ray Phoenix has been gone, I haven't been able to ask a question. But I wanted to ask the question right here personally. Manny, top dollar, running through the barricade.
It was incredible.
How about that dive? How about that dive?
It was very impressive.
That was a great dive.
It was so impressive. But the sound made it. I didn't care about how he went through it. The sound of it happening made it.
Just everything that happened, the speed, the sound, the ridiculousness that Bronson Reed does the side step into this. Like that would cause that much damage. Like it looked like
the thing that made it better was Adonis being so confused about the situation.
No, him walking over, going, "What?" Yes. But just led to Swerve with the distraction, which I thought was a better distracting kind of finish than the AEW main event, and then he got the title, and I think that was the best decision. This faction is still pretty good. The hit row is amazing.
Are they actually
I like
planning on doing anything with BFAT?
I don't think she's ever going to get in the ring.
Because look at her right here. She's in shape. Like, she looks like she could do something.
Yeah, she's a specimen. But I don't know if she can actually do anything.
She's no Jay Cargill, but...
No. She's Jay Cargill light.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't mean in skin color either. I'm just mean like, weight-wise, weight class. But... I feel like she has a lot of personality. She adds stuff on the outside and inside, but it seems like, I don't know if there's any wrestling ability whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't think there is.
Like, she may just be a valet. But I still enjoy the group, but I thought this was a surprise ending. It was a surprise, not surprise, to Tyler Ray, but it was good. I think everybody's going to be better from this.
Yeah.
Ross is going to go up to the main roster. He could, be the new Keith Lee, essentially, or be Raw Otis, whichever way you want to see this.
Oh, what have they done to him?
Otis?
He's got a haircut now.
I like it.
He looks like any other guy.
No, he looks like Chad Gable, but fat.
No, he looks like every AEW fan I've ever met.
Oh, wow. Come on, Manny. Be nice. Those are also WWE fans. I bet he smells like everybody else in AEW. Sorry.
Hey, Marcus, are you ready to review WWE Dynamite?
Woo! Man! Leave JR alone, people. Leave him alone. Yeah, he called it AEW Dynamite. He called it WWE Dynamite. But you would too if you were in his position when you're talking about coming home and staying on this place, all this stuff. The home of daily places, leave your home. When he's thinking about his one true home, which is
this isn't the first time he's done it.
No, he's referring to him as WWE champion. But he's done that job for what, 20 years?
Yeah, and he should leave it to someone younger now.
Nah, just fuck it. Fuck those young people. Give me my paycheck. If I'm JR, I'm never stepping down. You have to fire me. Fire my ass. That's what I'm going to say. And it's a slip up. He worked in WWE for like 1,000 years. Of course, when you talk about wrestling and issues, and he goes into a sentence that I'm sure he said WWE probably 9,000 times, you want the most exciting wrestling company in the world, whatever he said, WWE Dynamite. It seemed like it's like natural, like, fuck, I said WWE. I like that's the whole thing, people, like, everything that happened on this show.
That's the thing that broke the
That's
show.
the thing people took away. Like, that seems like AEW's big story. Everything could go well. Whether it's blood and guts, everything's going well, or a bomb match. The ending fucks up the whole show because somebody does something. Whether it's Jericho following on pillows, or a bomb not going off, or JR going with WWE Dynamite. That's AEW's legacy, and someone fucking up. And just takes away from anything else that happens on the show. Everything. That was the main conversation.
So AEW kicks off with the Young Bucks versus Penta and Eddie Kingston. This was an enjoyable match. But I've got to ask you the question, Marcus.
Okay.
Imagine you're a young boy.
Yes.
Your father comes home, dressed up as either Nick Jackson or Matt Jackson in this match. How do you respect your father at that point?
Well, I'll first go, Dad, where you been? And why have you come back like this? I know where you've been. You've been at those biker clubs again, fucking around with them the crazies, with them biker gangs and the cigarette smokes and the bar fights and the cowboys with the chaps and I guess a gypsy hairdress. But no, that look was ridiculous, Manny. It was absolutely ridiculous. The handlebars mustaches, and just it was ridiculous. And I don't remember Matt Jackson having even any facial hair. I don't even know how he got his. Nick grew out the beard for sure.
Yeah, but Nick.
I don't remember Matt having facial.
Nick was wild every week. Like,
yeah,
Nick does something new every week, and it's like, what? Why are you doing this?
Yeah. So that they went to this level of mustaches and unique facial hair, I enjoyed it. I was like, that's fine.
No, I looked at it, I was like, you've got kids, man. You kiss your wife with that mouth.
This. I think Nick. I think, they're not old enough to remember their dad with this bad facial hair. Although, I'm sure there's going to be pictures. I'm sure there was tons of pictures.
So what did you think of the match?
I thought it was a good match, A lot of high energy. Typical Young Bucks match. With the crowd going crazy and everything and the crazy stuff. And you know what? I'm going to say I enjoyed Eric's favorite wrestler, Brandon Cutler's spot of spraying the spray into Matt Jackson and continuing to spray it as he realized he's fucked up. And the Young Bucks lost, so it was nice.
And then we get All Ego Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. He said his goal is not to beat Darby Allin, but to exterminate Darby Allin. Beating him in a coffin match will cripple him mentally. Sting pulls out a coffin with Darby in it. They brawl, and he calls off the match.
So you know what bugs me? Calling it a coffin match, and I don't know why.
Because it's not a coffin match.
Because, it's not a casket match, Manny. I'm so used to hearing the term casket match. A coffin match doesn't do it for me. Just the name of it sounds like, it's a knockoff. So, the whole entrance and everything, I like Ethan Page. I feel like whatever him and Scorpio Sky are doing, I prefer Ethan Page part of it more than Scorpio Sky. Like,
the Scorpio Sky doesn't really do anything in it. That's the real problem.
Yeah. And I enjoyed that they delayed the match until Fyter Fest. And that he was like, he tried to take my eye, Darby, you piece of shit. You cheating piece of shit. He was justifying that too. You trying to not have a fair fight here? You and your old man Sting. I don't know, Sting mentally, we should get the jump on him before this. But I don't even understand the basis of this feud other than Darby trying to sneak attack them. Like, to me, All Ego, the men of the year, seemed like they are the ones always being snuck attacked by Darby Allin. Like, I've seen nothing they've done wrong to him.
No. Every situation Darby. Yeah, every situation Darby's been in, he's put him in himself.
Yeah.
He jumped them and then they threw him down the stairs.
He asked for that handicap match. They didn't ask for it. And then this week, Darby's trying to jump and take out an eye. So fuck you, Darby Allin and Sting.
Stang.
Oh, I'm sorry, Stang.
Another great match, actually. Jungle Boy versus Jack Evans. Ruined by yet another brawl to end the segment.
Yeah.
By the old fucks.
Yeah.
Matt Hardy and Christian.
So, we didn't cover this at all, but AEW had their... Did you watch the Omega Jungle Boy match on Saturday?
No. I had no energy to do it on Sunday. I was just looking at it, I was just like, I don't want to watch this. And it was getting close to 7. It was getting close to 7. I'm like, I hope Marcus doesn't remember that we got to do running review.
I remembered.
I have not watched this, but he hasn't messaged me, and I may be able to blank that I don't have to watch this.
No. Okay, so, Manny, you may wonder. So, Marcus, you remembered about this running review? Yes. Why did you message me? Because in my mind, Manny, I had convinced myself to do the impossible or the insane. I was going to have the running review come out Tuesday instead of our show. So if you were to record every Sunday, I was going to start editing right off the bat, not sleep, going to work, come home, not sleep again, edit again, and have that shit ready by Tuesday. Just to come out, so we have something to come out.
And you know what?
Oh shit. And then I convinced myself that, and then I thought about that, and I was like, I really hope Manny never brings this up.
This is why we make a great team. Yes. AJ Styles, Bobby Brown.
I was honestly relieved, going like, what? And then I like literally was like, what the fuck was I thinking? What planet would I be like? Edit. Go to work. Do my job competently.
I had the Fast and Furious thing ready to go, but it was 45 minutes. I don't know how we stretched that whole review out for 45 minutes on Saturday.
a lot of bitching and moaning. And
but in the process of that record, I did go back to the Keith Lee watch along just to get the bits of Eric when he walked out on us.
Also, the glorified more of that at the Clipper game I was at last night. I don't know if I even announced I was there to the show, whatever, fuck it. But Vin Diesel was there.
Did you yell out? He's not a good actor.
Yeah, Eric did right away. And it's like, he sucks. He fucking sucked. The whole movie, like, he booing it. And I was like, Eric, they showed a clip from the first Fast and Furious. He's like, oh yeah, I like that one. And then there's Vin Diesel here. He's like, oh. And then he just starts clapping. And I go, what the fuck kind of emotions is that? You can't go from booing the man to clapping him just because he's here.
Yeah, but that's what happens all the time. Look, watch. I guarantee you, all these wrestling fans, they're all like mad at Vince McMahon. If he walked in front of them and even gave them an ounce of his time, I'm thank you so much, Mr. McMahon. The big pieces of shit.
Thank you. Or how about this? I'll tell you, hypocritical. I'm going to tell you, AEW wrestler Paul White, formerly known as The Big Show, would show up on WWE programming and get please retire chants. He shows up on AEW. Oh my God, it's The Big Show. They got him. We're so happy. Oh, fuck. It's the same fans. Don't tell me, oh no, AEW fans are different. No, it's the same people. It's the same 1 million people that go through all these shows. All right? It's only 1 million wrestling fans in the world, guys. It's only 1 million. And you know who you are. You're a hippo in a crate.
Well, there's only 1 million in America.
Yeah. I'm only talking about America, you know. It's the only country that matters, you know.
It's also why I'm not on the Saturday show, because it's Independence Day and I refuse to be around on Independence Day.
Wait, Independence Day is Sunday.
Yeah, but it's your weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, we only celebrate the one day. It's not my Independence. My Independence Day was Juneteenth, Manny. I wasn't free on my ancestors wasn't free July 4th. It was for all mankind. Nope, not the blacks. That's how it went. That's how it went down. Try to tell me different. Not for the blacks, not for the women. And if there are any gays coming around in 1700s, not for them either. No one's free. This dog will have a better chance to vote before these people right here. I'll tell you that right now. You can't even shit in the bathroom my shit is. So no. July 4th is just a day where people have illegal fireworks, get drunk, and kill each other.
America.
Fuck yeah.
So I've got some quick fire notes coming up. Interject when you need to. Okay. You can clearly tell I did not care about any of these segments.
Hold on. I really wish, do you remember Austin Powers? I believe it's the third one. Gold member?
Yeah.
I wish we could do, that song where he's singing Daddy Doesn't Care. To take me to the fair and all that. I wish that could be, or Daddy wasn't there. It would be just Manny Doesn't Care. And just Manny Doesn't Care.
So the first one, MJF had a promo. Andrade had a promo. I could not make any sense of it. Andrade had a promo, said his first opponent will be Matt somebody. Kenny had a promo. All I have to say is about fucking time, as they allude to Hangman Page challenging Kenny Omega, which Kenny doesn't acknowledge. And
okay, I'm going to stop you right here. You didn't like this? You didn't care for this segment?
No, because it was all not in a circle, Dark Order, not Hangman Page.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a story here. This is the first time I've enjoyed Kenny cutting a promo since becoming champion.
Yeah,
Like I feel like he was
the
a
whole
dick.
time he was like,
He had
"I'm done.
The whole mustache
I've got millions of
and
other
everything.
titles. I can go defend them elsewhere. I'm gonna go take a break."
My favorite response: "Wait, 6 about to challenge me? 6 or 5 or whichever number he said." And I'm like, and it made me laugh. I was like, "You guys are bummed. You guys are idiots." And it was like, "We know a guy." And then the segment after where Hangman's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
No, because they feel that their friend is basically going to someone's got mate. You need to ask this girl out, and then your friend goes to go ask that girl for. He really likes you. What the fuck? Don't put me on the spot like that. That's pretty much what happened here. And
So basically, what you're
it's not-
saying is, this is Cesaro telling Daniel Bryan he needs to put his career on the line against Roman, and then Roman destroying him and taking away his what do you say? His paycheck.
livelihood.
Yeah, livelihood and paycheck.
Yeah. And a little more, his dignity.
Yeah, and his dignity.
In full kayfabe, Manny, Daniel Bryan hasn't been able to find a job since that. So
Yeah,
Roman
100%.
Cesaro has fucked up his life. He fucked up his life. He can't even.
But he's making that bet. He's got that kind of money. He's fine.
That Bella money can only go so far, all right? All right, it only goes so far. It stays. There's Bella shenanigans and investments. Who knows where it's going?
I'm surely, what's that thing? Surely the Bellas have made syndication. Total Bellas has made syndication. That's more than 100 episodes, right?
Yeah. But I believe the money isn't spent wisely. I feel Nikki and Brie are very poor with money, and they will be back very soon. Going like, "Dad, you gotta go wrestle again. I'm retired." You better get out there. They're gonna go full Michelle McCool. Just watch him. Oh, by the way, in the Clipper game, this is when I knew we were in trouble. So the Clippers, the home team gets this big elaborate entrance. So the away team gets music, and they get the fucking Undertaker's theme song. And I go, no, this is wrong. I understand what you're saying. That they're gonna, it's his funeral music. But no, not the Undertaker. He's a killer. He don't lose. He don't
You
lose.
got buried.
Yeah.
They buried you.
He's gonna bury us.
They buried you in your own hometown.
Yeah. That's what just happened. We're buried alive. Except for Paul George. He was already dead.
So we get the TNT Championship match. Brian Pillman Jr. versus Miro, God's favorite champion. Love new gimmick, great gimmick, and a great match.
Great theme song. Everything about this, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Miro's interest in just throwing the title at, dangerously, just throwing the title at Aubrey Edwards, who didn't see it coming at all.
Oh, he did that I think he did that 2 weeks ago as well.
Did he?
Yeah, when he came in, he tosses the title and then takes it aggressively back from the referee.
Yeah. Yeah, he did the same thing. But she didn't see this coming, and she, just dodges it real quick. In the last second, and then she's like, "Oh shit!" and picks it up. Like she forgot the spot, or that he just threw it blindly. But yeah, it's great gimmick, and I'm happy for Miro. I'm happy that he's on the right track. TNT Championship is great for people.
Yeah, and then this is where I felt everything took a nosedive.
Yeah.
Britt Baker, and Reba, who got injured during this match, versus Nyla Rose and Vicky Guerrero. Why?
Why is Vicky in the match? Why is Vicky in the match?
That woman's like 50-something, isn't she? Close to 60.
50-something. Never really, not a wrestler. Never really wrestled. I think she may have had one match, and they're all joke matches in WWE. This was trying her in a, serious match. When they tagged her, they went to picture-in-picture. This was that AEW just starting type of match when I'm like, this is that women's division that sucked again. I was like, oh, this is trash. Everything about this was bad.
But do you know, when you look at this, it's like, oh, who's injured this time? Why are we back to this?
Yeah, how did we get back here? We seem to progress. AEW, I took you out of the worst women's division in the game to you put us back into this.
You
know, having a broad panties match.
I feel like the NWA have taken back all their talent. That's why it's like this now.
We're just left with Vicky Guerrero in a match. But this thing went off the rails, and I think they're not capitalizing on Britt Baker. I feel like since she became champion, she's just nothing. Like, I feel like she had momentum before that title. Now she has it.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
it's,
no
what is it
momentum.
like now? It's Tay Conti that could challenge her. That could be an okay match. Chris Statlander, okay match. Probably good match. I don't want to see Nyla Rose.
No,
Versus,
because just a million times.
and
Nyla Rose is the
then
Drew McIntyre of that division. She's fought for that title too much, and it's time for you to go.
rematches don't happen in AEW. So
But
you won't have
they
Shida.
you still got Big Swole and,
Yeah, but
Jay
they've erased Big
Cargill.
Swole. They've erased
Jay
Big Swole.
Cargill.
Yeah, they're black. They don't get title shots.
I know I'm just naming black women. Red Velvet. I'm just naming black women. But
They don't get title shots.
the black women don't get title. In fact, that is actually true. They have 3 black women who are, I'm not going to say the best wrestlers, but they're solid. Red Velvet, Jade, and Big Swole.
I think
Nothing
Red
comes
Velvet
of
has
them.
come a long way since we last first saw her when she was like 0-8.
Yeah.
She has improved somewhat since that 0-8 start.
Yeah.
She's turning it around. She's becoming the Bengals.
By the way, Jungle Boy and Jack Evans, they showed Jack Evans' record, and I was like, oh man, this shouldn't be happening, guys. How do you
You know
go
what's
from fight
part-
the world champion to the bottom of your barrel? I don't
The
even know
worst
he got
part is-
16 wins.
The worst part is he shouldn't be allowed to come out to that entrance music because I thought Angelico was coming out, and I was like, nope,
Yeah.
nope.
Like, he even
I don't
started
want to
with
watch this
the
anymore.
moves. Yeah, he started with the moves, and I was like, oh, here comes that. Jack Evans. And he appeared to be a squash match. And led to those shenanigans with those old men and stuff, but, Alright, I guess moving on. Where are we at? The main event?
So there was this thing that opened up with Pride and Power and Hager. Hager opened up with, "I bet you're tired of seeing us." And I was like, "Yes,
Yeah,
yes, I am."
Facts.
And I didn't care about the rest of what they had to say. Dean
Every
Malenko had
com-
it coming, you twats.
If this feud is based on Dean Malenko, Manny, if that's what this feud is all about, then this feud has nothing there. This feud should have ended 8 matches ago. 8.
Future in November.
Yeah,
November.
it could have ended in Stadium Stampede. It could have ended in Blood and Guts, but no, we're going on and on. When some of these guys need to just move on and go to different things and just let old ass Jericho ride off into the sunset. All right, because that's all this is doing. That's all for Jericho.
So we had MJF and Sammy Guevara. Decent match. But once again, like typical AEW fashion, ruined by more interference.
Okay, so I enjoyed the match. I have a point until I stopped enjoying this match already. And it's
The moment I saw
moment.
The moment I saw Wardlow and Jericho, that's when I stopped liking it.
Nope, that's not me. That could be you, not me. This is when the moment I stopped liking this match. Tombstone on top rope kick out. I went bullshit.
I allowed that to slide.
No, because once that happened, everything else went downhill. I'm like, I don't know if MJF is really hurt or he's just selling it, but he shouldn't have did it anyway. His knees banged up. His stupid spot. Somebody could have died, broke a neck for no reason. Or a kick out at 2. And then it just brought flashbacks of every other thing that could have ended, whether it was the springboard cutter or there was a Canadian destroyer, I believe, in this one. Maybe that was the earlier match. Who knows? But I went, oh man. And then Wardlow show up and attacks Jericho from behind. And then the referee's distracted by that because Wardlow said, hey ref, I'm going to kill this man. The referee should have been like, not my problem. Maybe they should call security. I'm focused on the match. Because there's no reason to distract them. Because Jericho gets thrown off. The referee goes, let me check on Jericho instead of this match. So, this Sammy Guevara, I think, lands his 830 or whatever flips he did on MJF. Not the finish. Kicks out. Kicks out on that, too. And I feel like it just all fell apart after that tombstone pile driver off the top rope. I was like, this is a good match. And it was really entertaining. Bang, tombstone happens, kick out. Everything went to shit after that. Everything.
But I saw a clip earlier in this week, I think from like Impact Live, of this guy diving off a ladder and nobody catching him. There's like 7 people watching him from outside the ring. 7 wrestlers outside the ring watching him, and neither one of them catch him, and all you hear is the thud of him hitting the ground.
He had heat, brother. He had heat.
I don't think he did.
I know.
Just terrible human beings.
Yeah, that's so sad. That's sad. I always that's sad when you just a blatant. Oh, they're gonna catch this guy. No one caught that guy.
No one.
No man. Damn. What? Why? But yeah, I was really like the tombstone off the top rope. And whatever you say about moves, I'm a little bitchy when it comes to it. Like Canadian Destroyer, I still feel it should be a knockout. And Manny, I have a new rule. If we are doing a run in review, and I may have said this already, if we are doing a run in review, and there's a Canadian Destroyer in the match, they're gonna lose a star for in ring. If it's not the finish, I'm dead serious. I am so sick of it, and I'm sick of the Spanish Fly too. If you do a combination of any of this, you're not getting a star for in ring for me.
Hold on, we are a big fan of Austin Theory's one.
Yeah, that's a different Spanish Fly. Just a regular Spanish Fly ain't shit to me. I've seen it. Everybody does it. It's nothing new to it. Austin Theories was a new iteration to it. I'm just saying, you have to really do something special with it. Otherwise, are you against the Panama Sunrise? Yes. But you know, a lot of times it almost, at least I think once or twice it led to a finish. Once or twice. But it's mostly the last call super kick. Although Pat McAfee kicked out of one, so that pissed me off. Goddamn. And I'm calling it the Petey Williams star. That's what I'm calling it.
The Petey Williams star.
God rest his soul wherever he's at. But for God's sake, someone protect that move. There's one thing to, bastardize the DDT and a super kick to no longer be in finishers. But the Canadian Destroyer is a real move, damn it. And it's something I've never seen before. And I went, holy shit, how is that done? Now I see it and I'm going like, oh, anybody can do that because Ricky Morton's doing it.
Hold on. Ricky Morton is your go-to. Bad Bunny did it.
Well, at least Bad Bunny's young, Manny. At least he's in the prime of his life. Ricky Morton's 90,000 years old.
Yeah, it's not like he didn't have help. That was all done by the other person.
Yeah, I don't like that either, But who gets the credit for the move, Manny? Who gets the credit for the move?
You still got it.
You never had it. You never had a Canadian Destroyer. You never had it. So that was my thoughts of the match. I thought it was a good Dynamite, though. I didn't really hate anything. I didn't really get upset, other than about kicking out of a tombstone from a super tombstone. I've never seen a super tombstone before. Now I'm gonna see a super tombstone, and
you know why you've never seen it?
It means as much as a superplex.
Do you know why you've never seen a super tombstone before? Undertaker has never had the knees to do it.
Well, as MJF was holding his knees, it's no reason for him to do it either. It's no reason to do any of these moves falling from your knees. CM Punk didn't even have to do the pedigree, the Pepsi plunge off the second rope. He stopped doing that shit because that's bad for your knees too. Just
it didn't look safe either.
Yeah.
The setup and everything, that did not look safe whatsoever.
No. I was worried for your life. And you gonna do this on free TV? Get out of here. Get out of here on free TV.
You're doing this on a show where you barely make money on ROH? Okay, cool.
Yeah, like, oh, you gonna sell a couple of DVDs with this? Ooh, hey, I can watch that on YouTube for free. Same for MJF and Sammy Guevara. If Sammy Guevara would have broke his neck doing that, would it have been worth it? Would it? On a free ass Dynamite show, I could just watch it on YouTube. Go, that's the time Sammy Guevara broke his neck. Tragedy strikes.
So, we've got 2 options here. We end the show.
We need a kick out on 2. Kick out on 2.
We end the show, or we read part 2 of the Criminal Tales of one Keith Lee.
you see the way my mouth curled up right there, Manny? I'm tempted to go to part 2. But I think we saved this one. Oh.
That is the email, Marcus. It still goes.
That's longer than most books. That's longer than the Lord of the Rings trilogy. That's more than what George R.R. Martin has written for the final book of the Smoke and Ice and Fire. That's how long that is. I think we save it for a later date. We're already an hour in the show.
I think we save it because I think what we could do is get up to like maybe here, which is already very long. Call that part 2, part 3 down here, and then at that point, Levi will probably have written part 4, leading, which would, if it's as long as this, probably part 7.
Yeah, it's gonna be trapped in the closet, basically.
I was just standing here. Keith Lee locked himself in the closet.
He's in the closet? Oh my god, he's in the closet? What's in the closet? It was a midget. What?
Keith Lee's in the closet with Vince McMahon fighting over his name.
What is going on with this? Can we get this resolved? Can someone resolve this? What is happening?
All they have to do is change his name to Keith Lee and spell it with an L-E-I.
Or just do what Mr. Man always do. Just change his name.
To Lee?
Yeah, just do something. Or the shirt say call him Legion. Keith Legion. Be okay. I don't care. I just think it's all stupid. It's all stupid. I don't know. Just end it. The most shocking thing for me of the week anyway. Vince McMahon out in the wild in normal public. Went to go see Dave Chappelle stand up. Never seen Vince in the wild doing anything other than work. And he looked very casual hanging out with Ashley.
Do you know the worst part about it is Dave Chappelle's comedy seems like something that Vince McMahon I think would laugh at.
Yeah. I feel like he probably had a good time. You know. But
I was going to purchase tickets.
I never imagined it.
I've seen him live, so I got sent the link to purchase tickets again for like when he's in the UK, either the end of this year or maybe next year.
Nice.
But I was like, I'm not dropping another £80 to £100 to watch Dave Chappelle.
Second time.
I was like, it was funny the first time. It's funny the first time. It probably will be funny the second time. But like, do I want to be around that many people? No.
And the hate for people continues. Man, like, this would be great. But there's people around, they'll ruin it.
You say that, but I was jumping around with people when England scored that second goal.
I can see Manny going to a Dave Chappelle show. Yeah, can I go to Dave Chappelle? Yeah. How many people, how big is the studio? It's a one-man show. It's Dave Chappelle telling jokes. You're the only one in the audience. Manny, worked for me.
No, I'd like it.
It's such an awkward comedy show.
I like in the booking.
Huh?
If there was a booking requirement, so like, can I have a plastic sealed box where I could be sealed in and then I don't have to be seen or touched by anyone?
And all I need is a little slit in the box where it's just I see Dave on stage. And I am in a soundproof. You see, remember Michael Cole's Coal Mine? Yeah, I want that. But I don't want the people to be able to see me. So I don't want it to be a transparent box.
Yeah, I want it painted black so no one can see me. Only I can see out of a little like post box.
You like this? And then randomly it's gonna be quiet, and then Manny go.
No, God. Do you remember those peep shows back in like the 1800s? You can see naked ladies. I want it like that.
Manny leaves the show. Fun show, guys. Fun show. You were by yourself. What was it?
I know, it was great.
I kind of want the people in the audience to think that there's somebody. It must be somebody special in there. And oh my god, I can't wait to finish. It's part of the show. Part of the show. Someone big gonna come out there. It's probably gonna be Eddie Murphy or it's gonna be Tracy Morgan or one of these old comedians gonna come out there. It's gonna be a surprise. And then at the end of the show, Manny just walks out and it's like, fuck is that guy? Just somebody that wants to be alone.
I'm Lord Matty Hayes, damn it.
Yeah,
In some circles, I'm Prince Manish, damn it.
Oh, he's a prince somewhere. I looked it up.
It's just a YouTuber.
channel. He barely gets 100 views.
He's a mediocre YouTube channel.
That's where we're at with this. How did he able to afford that box? Why did they even come to give him a comment? Chappelle say he's a fan. He's a fan. He's a fan. You're drunk in there too, but they keep telling you drinks too.
I don't like this narrative that I constantly am drunk on this channel.
You're not. I'm just saying. No, I'm saying they're constantly serving you drinks in the box and you just come out drunk. You're not. You can be sober. He's sober, Manny. Allegedly.
I was drunk on Tuesday, but that's something else.
Yeah. You know what? I like to say you were drunk on Tuesday morning in America, Manny. It was 11 a.m. It was 11 a.m. in America.
It was 11 a.m. when I was texting you two.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. You're like,
let me go back to that text chat because that I was being encouraged to do that.
Yeah. Eric said he practically watched the game with you, but then he had some guys at his job that invited him to watch the game. I was just sleeping like a baby. And
Eric
then I woke
said,
up and
I
I was like,
hope
oh,
you have more pints in, Manny. At that point, when the game ended, I had 6. 6. I was pissing for days.
And I was dehydrated for weeks.
My skin, it just absorbs cream now. I'm so dehydrated.
So dehydrated when I walk outside, I see a mirage of a waterfall and I'm walking towards it. Little did I know, it's just a tree. It's a tree.
My body's having osmosis problems. Can't absorb water anymore.
My liver put in my 2 weeks.
My kidneys tapped out too.
Yeah.
My kidneys bounced with them.
Yeah, it was like, are we in the middle of a protest? We're protesting Manny? We're protesting Manny? Because this was enough. Alright, this was enough. This was it.
He does enough to his body. He does enough. I've seen him do those hamburger things. He is disgusting and he disgraces me.
You remember that time he ate that gravy pizza from KFC? We told him not to do it. We told him not to do it. He did it anyway. The diarrhea wasn't worth it.
I thing is, you didn't seem to care that much. Eric was so disgusted by it.
Nah. I've seen worse.
Oh.
You know.
So, no one was in the chat once again. However,
Oh.
you
know what? I honestly don't expect anybody to be in chat. It's the middle of a week on a Thursday morning in America. In the UK, who knows? It's like 7 p.m. on a Thursday night. You got to prepare for that Friday shit that's going to happen. You know, just watch us, subscribe to us, help us, donate. There's more stories, though, coming from the Adventures of Poor Marcus. I don't even know what these are, but Eric have random video shot of these for the storefrontier.com/DSPN ads.
Wait, what? You mean something like this?
Meet Marcus. You may know him from the Untitled Manny and Marcus show and the Sharpshooters Wrestling podcast. You may know he spent the majority of last summer living in his car, and now he's lost all his money in Vegas. Help Marcus by donating to the Sharpshooters Wrestling podcast, or going to storefrontier.com/DSPN and buying some of our merch. Help today, before it's too late.
Yes. stuff like that.
Do you know on Saturday when I was trying to lure Eric to let me host the show? Because I had this prepared.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching
The Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast.
Remember to like the video and subscribe.
You know what the worst part about that is? It hurts. It hurts. Every time.
But you know what the annoying part about it is? When we talk about this, I go on other, when I go on Mike's channel, that's whatever they bring up Cutler. like, we do other things on this show. We are not just Brandon Cutler.
Yeah, this is the most experimental YouTube channel I've ever seen in my life. We do it all. We're not the Bradley Cutler fan club, all right? I don't care how he says our name, okay? Like it's some old barbershop quartet, all right? I don't want to hear it. Like we're a hood barbershop quartet. The Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast. The Shotzi story is more interesting. We paid that man his money.
Think we paid that man like $40 for him to say that incorrectly.
On somebody's birthday. Oh no, I think whenever we have a birthday, we should have to play that clip.
Hey,
Hey, happy birthday.
Oh man,
I'm gonna get on Cameo and just lie and say who I'm somebody else just to make money.
you know what we should do? We should both claim we are top dollar and see who makes the most money.
I've been ripped off.
I think we'll get taken off. We'll get taken off very quickly. But it'd be interesting to see who makes the most money.
Not if we spell our names differently. I'll be $2. Put an accent over the O. Spell dollar a little different, you know?
I'll be top dollar without an R. Without the hard R. I've removed the R.
And I'll be bad at it. I'll be so bad at it. I'll have a piece of paper and just read it. Happy birthday to Mike in Vermont. Wish you the best wishes. $12 out. I'm a part of Shit Row.
Shit row.
Shit Row. Make fart noises. What did I just pay for? Wish, bitch.
So subscribe to the show because we're hitting hard times. We're hitting hard times. Marcus is out in airports looking for money.
Yeah.
He's looking for handouts.
I'm in front of I'm scalping tickets in front of Staples Center. Going down elevators at movie theaters, just eating popcorn off the ground. Times are getting rough. I had to get a second or third job. I don't even know how many I got anymore, but I think it was just a blow job.
If we go down that route of this story being told to subscribe to go to Store Frontier, that's a whole new level.
Yeah, I'm down to go to any levels, Manny, to get our merch. So, to get my money.
And on that note, people, we out. Peace.